MP, it's great to finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're gonna need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay. Yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of it.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct. Yeah. Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%. And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as you, MP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
Hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on. Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our sixth man to start the season.
Sixth man? Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale? Coach, you're a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset too.
I'm not upset, it's just I haven't come up the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never really.
I get that. But sixth man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself. I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV and a brand new season of 2K23.
Later in the show, you'll be voting on your favorite play of Season 2. There's 100,000 VC on the line, so stick around and get your vote in.
But first, we have a new season, which brings new rewards, apparel, events, My Team cards. There's so much great stuff in store.
That's right.
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At point guard, Markelle Fultz. It's time to meet the starting five for your Detroit Pistons. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 35, Marvin Bagley.
Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. With Brent Berry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, NBA debuts are always special, and MP is making his tonight. The 18th overall pick, MP still has a lot to prove. Now, one lead scout I spoke with said that MP was good in college, but his tools will not translate to this level. So some fans are already questioning this pick. Guys?
I can see that. Thanks, David. Sounds like MP already has some critics.
Yeah, but I think that'll help MP. Fuel him.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. And it's Fultz in at the one spot. And for Detroit, the backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart.
Substitution
with an almost entire new group here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Marvin Bagley. Duran comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Bays checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Burks in for Ivy. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first. Isaac passes to MP. It's blocked. Here's Bay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Saddiq Bey has so many intriguing parts about his game. If he can remain a consistent three-point shooter, he's going to do some damage in this league.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
Well, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
The Pistons have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
So he gets them both.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league. One of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on the team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from 3. He got his big contract in 2021, but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That free throw missing.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
And looking at the Pistons' recent performance break, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
You flash back to Saddiq Bey's rookie season. And as the Wildcat came into the league, he hit the ground running. Really impressive, just control and demeanor and poise on the court, finishing 4th in Rookie of the Year voting.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Anthony, the pass to Isaac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Cunningham with it. Tipped away. Passes to Burks. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. MP against Noel. 5 on the clock. During the pass to Bay. Detroit, no good that time either.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Anthony. And MP with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Doesn't go for him. Isaiah Stewart has been on display for the Pistons. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute.
Your Pistons dance team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Substitution on the court.
Orlando with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hampton kicks the ball. Anthony up on top. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Bull can't hit. Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the paint. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Bull. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Suggs, he's checked in for R.J. Hampton. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Detroit basketball.
Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Bay. Cunningham against Anthony. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Inside. Noel. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
A nice shot by MP. MP's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Poke loose. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
And here's Ivy. 9 points in the game so far. To the wing on the left. There's Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Cunningham against Anthony. MP outside. Clock at 4. Here's Suggs. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here for Detroit. Bays checked in for Bagley. And it's Burks in for Ivy. The Magic also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Carter. MV comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Hampton for Fultz. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Bay. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. For Orlando, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Number 42, shooting 1.